Alright, before you start this tutorial, guys, you want to make sure you want to get this down, the firewall exception. So what you want to do is you want to go to your search bar and type in Windows Firewall, and you want to click on the result that has Windows Firewall with Advanced Security, or you can just click on Windows Firewall, and this should take you to this option right here. Make sure your firewalls are on, and what you want to do right here is you want to go to Advanced Settings right here, and this should open up the exception profile. And what you want to do is go to inbound rules and I want to create a new rule, and I want to name that, we're going to create a new rule. We're going to click on port, we're going to hit next and make sure it's on TCP, and we're going to put the local port as 25565, and we're going to hit next. We're going to allow the connection, make sure it's checked on that, make sure it's checked on all of that. We're going to hit next. I'm going to name this, you can just name it Sponge MC server TCP. We're gonna make sure to put TCP so you know that this was the one with TCP. We're gonna hit finish. This will add that exception right there. We're gonna create a new rule again, so click on new rule. We're gonna go to port, hit next. We're gonna go to UDP this time, type in 25565. We're gonna hit next. We're gonna allow the connection again, check all those, and we're gonna name this again Sponge MC server UDP. So we're gonna hit finish, and bam. After you've done that, you want to do the same thing repeated again by going to outbound rules this time, and you want to click on new rule, and you want to make sure it's checked on port, hit next, TCP again 25565, and it's just going to be the same thing, so I'm just going to speed through this part. Alright, so once you have gotten those all those ports on the outbound rule, so 2 exceptions on the outbound rule and 2 exceptions on, or is it 2 exceptions on the inbound rule, you're pretty much good with this step. So let's go ahead and continue on to the more steps that you got to go through in this tutorial. So this is a part of the video where we're I'm gonna teach you guys how to get your Sponge server and make it public so your friends can join your server. Now I'm going to be using LogMe and Hamachi. Of course, you don't have to use Hamachi. You can port forward, but Hamachi is a bit easier. But if you do want to port forward, you can just go ahead and Google that or YouTube search that. There's hundreds of videos showing you guys how you can port forward a Minecraft server, and those should help you out. But for now, I'm just going to teach you guys how to do it with Hamachi. So what you want to do first, of course, is download Hamachi. I'll include the link in the description of this video. You just want to come to the site and click on the download now button. This should download Hamachi. Go ahead and install it and go ahead and open it up. So it should say starting Hamachi. And once it opens up, it should look like this, and you just want to click on the power button right here, and when you click on it, it should tell you to either sign up, make a account with them, or log into your account. So go ahead and sign up. This is your first time using this program. Just go ahead and create an account, and after that it should come up with this right here. So you just want to click on create a new network, and once this pops up, you're going to give your network an ID. So let's name this Sponge server 45. Why not? And password, you want to keep it simple, just put 123, and you want to hit create. This will create a network. As you can see, I would actually recommend to go to network, create a new network, and just make more networks. So because only one network only allows about 5 people, so you just want to keep on creating new networks, giving them different ID name, so you know it's not taken. You want to create, and there you go. We have now your server can be joined up to 10 people, so you can just create unlimited amounts of network. Anyway, so now what you want to do is you want to tell your friend to go to this website, which again I'll have linked down below in the description, and you want to tell them to do the same thing. So go and tell them to download it. download Hamachi, then install it, and sign up account or whatever. And then once they've signed up, tell them to go to network and click on join an existing network. Instead of create, they want to click on join an existing network, and you want to tell them the network ID. So I have again 2 servers. I just give them, say, sponge server 45. They will type that in the ID field right here and tell them the password, which should be 123, and they're gonna click on join, and you should see them under your server name. You should see their PC name once they have joined. So that's as long as I've done that, that's good. Now let's move on to the second step, where you want to go ahead and open up your sponge server folder. And once you have opened it up, you want to go to server.properties. You want to find that file, and you want to go ahead and open it up with Notepad or Notepad++ or any kind of word editor. Basically, you just want to go with open with, and if you don't see Notepad, you can click on choose another app, and if you had more apps, you should find Notepad. But I'm just going to open up with Atom, which is like another text editor but more advanced for other programming languages. But I'm just going to open up with that, but you can also open up with Notepad. It'll be the same thing. Anyways, here you can obviously edit some options here. You can change the game mode, your max players on the server, your motto of the day, which is something that appears underneath your server list. You can change that. But what we're going to focus our attention to most is the server IP, which is right here. So what you want to do now is open up Hamachi. So make sure that is always running in the background. You want to go ahead and open that up, and now you should see an IP right here. This is your Hamachi IP. This is the IP of your server. So you want to right click on this and click on copy IPv4 address. So go ahead and right click on your IP and click on copy IPv4 address. This will copy your IP address, and you want to go ahead and paste that in right there. Now this is not your actual IP address, don't worry. This is a VPN IP address which you're getting from Hamachi. So don't worry, this is not your public IP address. So that's another good thing about using Hamachi instead of port forwarding, that you can actually hide your actual IP if you don't want to give it to your stranger or whatever. But yeah, so just paste that in, and just if you want to mess with other stuff like the difficulty or whatever, you can change the game mode. 0 is hardcore. You can put 1, that'll be creative, but whatever, we're not gonna mess with that. So after you put in the IP, we're gonna go to file and just save that, and you can just close out of that like so. Now make sure again your friend is connected to your Hamachi network, and now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and move on to the third step. So there's 3 steps here, guys. So move on to the third step, which is the mod pack that we have created in the original video. So, but I actually didn't tell you guys what we're gonna actually do with it, because that was the purpose of this video. So I should have a folder called mod pack for players, and we're just gonna open that up just to double check. You should have put the Forge installer in here, so whether it be a .exe or the .jar or whatever, you should put that in here, and you should have also put in every mod that you have put in your server folder. So if you go to our server folder, go to mods, make sure you right click and copy all the mods that you actually have in here and paste them to the mod pack for players server. The mod pack for players folder. And all the mod I have again is just Pixelmon. So those are all the stuff that I need basically for this folder. And now what you want to do with this folder is you want to right click on that folder, and you want to click on send to and click on compressed zip folder. This will archive the folder. So we can actually get this folder and send it to your friends, and they can open it. Alright, so here is the mod pack for players.zip folder, and what you want to do with this folder is you want to email it to your friend, or you want to send them this folder to Discord, Skype, Dropbox, whatever it may be. Just upload it somewhere or send it to them by email. Any player that wants to play on your modded/plugin server, send them this mod pack for players zip folder. So once they have received it, this is what your friend is going to do on their end. Once they have received the mod pack for players folder, they will open it with WinRAR or just with Windows itself. You don't actually need WinRAR for this. You can just open it with Windows, and then you want to drag out the actual folder to their desktop like so. And I think I have 2 over here, I don't know why, but anyways, once they've done that, they're just gonna now go into that folder, mod pack for players folder. First thing they're gonna do is double click and run the Forge installer file. Again, if they can't open this Forge installer, tell them to do the Java document stuff I showed in the original video in the beginning. But if they do have successfully opened the mods installer, what they will do next is uncheck Mercurius and tell them to install client. Make sure it's checked on install client, and make sure it's their default folder directory right here is set to .minecraft. And you're gonna tell them if that's all correct, go and hit OK. And on their end, they have successfully installed the Forge profile, as you can see on their end. And after they've done that, what they want to do is open up any kind of folder. It does not matter which. So we're gonna just open up a random folder here, and we're gonna go ahead and do the stuff we did earlier in the original video. So we're gonna tell them to go to %appdata%, type that in any kind of folder on their address bar. You're gonna tell them to hit enter, go into their .minecraft folder, and they shouldn't again have a mods folder in here. So you want to tell them to go to right click new folder and create a new folder called mods. I already have one, so I don't need to do that. So basically what they want to make a folder called mods, all lowercase. Tell them to go into that folder, and then let's delete that because, well, obviously we're going to be dragging in again. So basically they want to go into their mods folder, and they shouldn't have anything in here obviously because they just made this folder, and tell them to drag all the mods that's in the mod pack for players folder. So all the mods that are in .jar, drag them over to the .minecraft mods folder, just like that. And on the mod pack for players, just only drag the .jar mod files. Again, do not drag in the Forge installer or the log that Forge creates. So don't do that. So just tell them to drag in the mod files only, like so. And that's pretty much it for that part. They can exit out of that. Now they can finally connect. So tell them to open up their Minecraft. Oops, that's not the folder. Tell them to open up their Minecraft launcher, and once they've opened up their Minecraft launcher, what they want to do is again click on the up arrow and choose the Forge profile. So obviously we changed ours to Sponge Forge, but they should have a profile called Forge again if they installed Forge correctly. So tell them to go into that Forge profile, or select that Forge profile, which we'll just use in this for this tutorial. But yeah, so tell them to choose the Forge profile, and they're gonna hit play, and this will launch them into Minecraft. So I'll be right back. Alright, so now on your end, what you want to do is obviously you want to make sure that you're running the start.bat file in the background. So be sure you're running that. So always run the console start.bat file in the background along with Hamachi. So these two programs will always have to be ran in order for your server to be up. So just keep that in mind. And so let's wait for the console to be done. Alright, our console is it's done right there. So now you can just minimize that. But again, make sure you're running the console in the background along with Hamachi. And then now what you want to do is you want to tell your friend to simply just go to multiplayer and add server. They can just name that whatever they want. And for the server IP, you're going to give them your Hamachi IP, which you can pull up Hamachi again right here. Just copy, right click on the IP, copy IP v4 address, and send that IP to your friend. So tell them your Hamachi IP. So they're going to enter that right here along with :25565. So to join your server, they want to just type in your Hamachi IP :25565. Make sure it's exactly like that. Obviously you're going to have a different IP than me, but anyways, we're going to hit done. And now let's go ahead and hit refresh. And let's see, it's still trying to ping our servers. Oh, there we go. Now, as you can see, the motto of the day displays xSplayd server. That means everything is good, so they're just going to click on join. And as long as they have done all of that, so they have installed Forge, they have put in all the mods in their .minecraft mods folder, they have joined your Hamachi network, they can finally join your modded plus plugin based server, which is right here. As you can see, you can also use that IP, the Hamachi IP :25565, to log into your own server as well. But yeah, so here I am in the server, and your friend should be able to join. And that's about it, guys. So if you have any comments or any problems or anything like that, leave them down below in the comment section. I know you guys are gonna have a lot of problems because this is so much stuff to do, but that is what you got to go through to set up a modded plus plugin based server. Again, I have multiple other videos on how to make servers that are just vanilla, that are just plugin based, that are just modded, which you can check them out, link them down below. But besides that, guys, that is about it on how to actually make your server public so your friends can join. And until guys, I'll be back with a new video. Leave a like on this video if it helped again, and subscribe, and peace.